Hi, hello, I'm the Wandering Newbie. Stuff for Record Keeper. Mainly a big festival thing. Banner review stuff. But before jumping into that, I'm gonna have fun. And I'm gonna hit these things because these have story connected to them. And I'm gonna capture this on stream for once. Yeah, there's something wrong about seeing Tyro without a hat on. What is this a remix of? Fisherman's Horizon. Okay. Because I was like, that's one of the songs that I know I've heard before, but I'm not too familiar with.
That's a deep enough cut, yeah.
As Dr. Maul gets pom-pom through the hat. It's like, you know, there's a hole in the top that like you can force over it, and you know, it's like one of those things like there's like child protection getting the snacks out of the thing containers where like you can get stuff through it, but it eventually closes up. Monsters. So I actually read the preview for this. This is actually, I want to say... No, this isn't it. Okay. One of these is actually like a record dungeon format. But no. Where? I think in the final dungeon of this, the Wanderer's Records. Okay. Which isn't here? Yeah. This is record dungeon format. Just some nice bonuses. One of the treasures was an inner tube. Yes, you get a arcane overstrike for Dr. Mog for doing that that stuff.
Wait, hold up. The Wanderer's Record is like bonus content from FF1.
Apparently.
Dope.
Oh right, and they're doing the standard, the new standard fest thing of do fights get tokens, turn tokens in for crystals.
Yeah, Drawbox.
There is the Unleashed Soul Dungeon, which is fight a boss, have unlimited soul break meter. You can finally do all the dumb gimmicks that you always wanted, and then the super boss for the fest is Heaven Emperor. So, a neat bit of dungeons. I'll probably do a stream next week because, as you can see, some of these dungeons are getting doled out over the days. It's good to wait a little bit. But anyway, accessory from that fight is garbage. I want to actually see. Alright, if somebody is hooting and hollering in chat that this accessory is garbage, let me see how garbage this accessory is.
Give me the garbage.
6-star accessory that raises resistance by 35. Wow, pretty garbage.
That's pretty garbage.
That's pretty garbage. I hold on to my 35 attack raising accessories because I look at them and go, there'll be a use for that somewhere. But 35 resistance is kind of awful. So, with that special Fest story event, there's actually a banner associated with it, where all the relics do water damage. So Dr. Mog, 15 magic water, non-elemental, temporarily infuse used with the power of water, temporarily grant Awoken Water mode. Cause every water ability used by the user to trigger a follow-up Marine Wave. Marine Wave cycles through a sequence of effects. Grant unlimited water abilities, and grant moderate water ability boost, and water abilities trigger twice.
Alright, thank you. Let's see. Marine Wave 1 is an overflow attack that causes Imperil Fire.
Okay. Wait, what?
Marine Wave... Marine Wave 2 is...
No, wait, hold up. Back up a second there.
What's up?
Overflow attack that imperils fire?
Is debuff fire.
To who? The enemy?
I would assume so. Maybe it's just fire attack or something. Debuff fire damage. Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay, debuff fire damage. Okay.
My brain immediately went to Imperil because...
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, so one overflow hit, debuff fire, 6.66 multiplier. Marine Wave 2, 4 single attacks, grants buff water 10% to all allies. And this is just alternating in between water attacks.
So it is they do less fire damage and a buff water damage on the team, cycling between the two. Yeah, that's actually really good. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
Damage with a little bit of supporty, survivability aspect to it. Sarah, 15 magic ice, water, non-elemental. Grant the user Awoken Farseer mode. Enter double Crystarian mode, causing every third ice or water ability used by the user to trigger a follow-up Azure Arrow, dealing 10 magic ice water to one enemy. So just big ice water damage.
Yep.
And yeah, combos with Bolt Tech. So nice combo there. I like to see it. Layla, 15 physical water non-elemental, temporarily infuse used with the power of water, grant Awoken Water mode, and remove the delay. Remove the delay from water abilities. Combos fantastically well with the water feed.
Yeah.
Also, still okay. So remove delay and still has double cast water. Dang, you usually get one or the other. Holy shit, that's actually really good.
Like second effect, Awoken. Why not just have both?
Yep, that's really good. Sublimed. Wait, I have Yuffie's Awakening? When did I get Yuffie's Awakening? Anyway, 15 range physical water, earth, non-elemental, temporarily infuse the user with the power of water, temporarily grant the user Awoken Ninja mode. Cause every second ninja ability used by the user to trigger a follow-up fleeting instant, dealing 6, 8, or 10 range physical water, earth, non-elemental. Number of attacks matters on the number of mirror images the user has, and it is ninja typed, so though it infuses water, you can use this with water or earth, because everything on it is typed earth as well.
Yeah.
She just will be stronger in water. Arcane for Sarah, 20 small hits, 1 big hit, ice water. Layla, 3 big water hits. Okay, USBs. 10 magic water non-elemental, temporarily infused used with the power of water, temporarily cause water abilities used by the user to reduce the delay of all magic actions for all allies in the back row, and cause water abilities used by the user to trigger a follow-up Rain Arrow. So, Chaser and Quick Cast for the back row.
Yep.
Dang.
Speed combo 2.0, that's how it is. It's always good.
Yeah, I like it. Instead of water or earth ninja, she's a sand ninja. That's good. Yeah, Sarah's a chain holder. She has the 2.0 ice chain, so that's why she gets that. And it's also just good across the board. Power infusion water and reduce the delay of the user's water abilities. And that does not say number of turns. That's a 15-second buff. So, nuts. Temporarily grant the user empowered infusion water. Remove delay from the user's actions for 1 turn. Triggers instantly. Fine. Yeah. Power infusion water, remove delay from the user's actions for 1 turn. The same hat, except that one costs meter. Temporarily grant the user empowered infusion water and reduce the delay of the user's actions for 2 turns, which is fine as well. Start and watered. And small chance to temporarily lower the enemy's water resistance by 1 with a water ability. Good
synergy with the water thief and imperil ability.
Yeah, what if she just had a chance to imperil, 2 every turn, every other turn? So on the whole, this banner is actually really good. Here is the one problem. I believe. Okay, no, it's just discounted for the first time. Alright, yeah. I thought this was a gem-only banner. When you look at the banner, and it says this, I thought this was a gem-only banner. It proves me to be a fool. But no, this banner is actually really good. It has a lot of really, really, really solid water tech across the whole goddamn thing. And a lot of this stuff is new. You would think that like this weird gimmick thing that they did for a one-off fest, like this is for all intents and purposes, because I don't think there is a water fest banner. This is the water fest banner. But yeah, I like this banner. This banner's really good.
Yeah.
I would say like if you need water buff, consider pulling on it, because everything on here is super solid. Like that Dr. Bog Awakening is actually really goddamn good. It's not quite often that you see that amount of party synergy buffing their attack and also debuffing the enemy to such a degree combined in one soul break.
Yeah, also Layla's Awakening is really good just because it go fast and does a lot of hits.
I forgot to get all my goodies.
Oh, that's just up.
All this time, I didn't grab my goodies. Anywho, let's get to the meat of the matter. Hold up. Original music is loud. I'm going to jump in here because it allows me to do the sync stuff a bit easier. So, they decided to make Tyros Sync wildly DPS heavy, but like in the way of Tyro is the everyman. Temporarily raise the user's attack, magic, mind, defense, and resistance 50%. Depending on the number of allies that are so around. So if you have all your allies up, it raises everything 50%. Grant the user an infusion of the element that the most allies are empowered with. So he gets in-elemented based on what your allies are in-elemented. And temporarily increase all elemental damage a large amount. Grant the user a sync mode and increase the cap break by 1. Instantly triggers. Almighty Chapter. Deal 4 ranged physical or magic prismatic, which is the word that we are going to use for all elements, and non-elemental damage to one enemy, and reduce the delay of the user's action by 1 turn. Attack depends on the user's stats. Divine Chapter. Temporarily grant the user an infusion of the element most allies are empowered with. Charge the user's soul break gauge a very large amount and reduce the delay of the user's actions for 1 turn. Sync requirements for both of these are every ability. Now, furthermore, on top of all of this. We are going to jump out real fast so I can show something else off. Let me get that record sphere. Let me sort that by core. Here it is. Judgment Grimoire. 3 ranged physical magic prismatic non-elemental attacks to 1 enemy. Fills the soul break gauge more quickly. Attacks depend on user stats. Tyro's good again. Oh, woo.
Yeah, the DPS heavy nature of this complements a lot of what he has already been doing really well. Like, his record ability is basically really good Life Siphon. The command here, really good Wrath. By the way, both of those are high quick cast turns on those.
Yep, reduce the light before attacking, and then furthermore, Almighty Chapter is pretty good multiplier. 4 hits, prismatic damage. So you can either have this chained to a DPS ability or have this chained to Judgment Grimoire, and just have his like command 2 be like a way too much, you know, like gauge builder, and then have Almighty. I don't know if you could have Almighty chain to Entrust and actually have it work, but you know,
it's mostly just like Tyro has bad stats across the board because like that's his deal. He's the Everman. So what if we just give him a soul break that boosts everything so goddamn high it doesn't matter anymore?
Also, because it's a full buff, it counteracts Dream Breakers. That's a big thing. And B, it
Aren't Dream Breakers a full break? Like attack death mag res 4 stats, not 5.
Oh fuck, you're right. You hate to see it. Anywho,
Tyro OSB it is.
Oh, I'm gonna scroll back up because I don't want to reveal that one just yet. The other thing to know about this, because chat just brought this up and I didn't even think to mention this about the unique ability. Tyro's unique ability is support typed.
Yeah.
It works with his USB 4.
Oh.
Tyro's really good. I'm actually thinking of record boarding him because it's kind of wild. Anywho, here's the other thing. So, what if the buff was more so? His buffs that he gets for dupes are wild. So, the buffs are bigger, is one of that. The other one is he gets a self-shield 1 at rank 5. Just dodges 1 move. Instant cast, dodge 1 move.
God.
Syncs are getting interesting. We had our period of syncs are all generic and boring. You're starting to get the interesting syncs. Because guess what? Hello. Right next door. There she is. Instantly restore a large amount of HP to all allies. Regenga, reduce the delay to all allies' actions for 2 turns. It's USB 1, but a sync. Instantly restore a very large amount of HP to 1 ally and increase the amount of damage. Increase the amount healed. Increase the amount healed by the user's white magic abilities a moderate amount for 1 turn. So, just a heal, and then also a heal. Links to white magic. Base ass white magic. So you could link this to Holy, Holaja. Take your picks. You have an instant heal. You have an instant ability that can be attached to a DPS ability.
This one is weird just because of how much of a traditional healer burst this feels like.
Command 2 is a Medica that can link to Bard or Dancer. Do you want her to buff your team? Do you want her to debuff the enemy? With a Medica attached to it. With, if you're doing Bard, more Medicas. At chance. Furthermore, the boosts are increased healing from Soul Break and also just that same stat boost. What if she just healed more or dealt more damage? Yeah, this can link to Passion Salsa. So, not as interesting as Tyros, I'll admit it, but the versatility of this is wild. You can have her instantly heal and link to DPS abilities. You can have her Medica and link to Dancer or Bard.
It's mostly just like stacking a whole bunch of very powerful chasing heals that can just quickly get you back up to speed no matter what.
It is the perfect sync for Alara as the every girl supporter. Whereas Tyro just does everything, Alara does every form of support. And we get a new Bard ability that's DPS and grants damage reduction barrier. Wild. Oh, that's right. Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, okay, the offensive Bard ability. Right, she could link to that. Medica and give everybody 20% damage reduction. Like, fuck. Anyway, after the king shits of the banner, still pretty good shit. Enochian Despair. 15 magic fire, non-elemental, temporary infuse user with the power of fire, enter awoken fire mode, increase cap rate by 1, reduce the delay of the user's actions, and cause every second fire ability used by the user to have a follow-up Astro Flare.
Okay, Astro Flare is a fire plus 30% boost or up to 50% boost to all allies after using 2 or 4 or 6 fire abilities. So it's basically a ramping fire up.
Neat. Yeah. And if I remember right, going off of our normal thing, of them using weapons, Rod of the Flag. I think this is the middle step Animus relic. Yeah, this is the middle step Animus relic. It's not the final one where they look really dinky and then you take them out and they get this like weird aura around them. Race Velgar. Wait, that's not right. Raise Gelmer? Gelmer? Norse words. Ysael, Permafrost. Deal 15 magic ice non-elemental to one target and temporarily infuse the user with the power of ice. Enter Awoken Ice mode. Increase cap rate by 1. Cause every second summoning ability used by the user to trigger a follow-up ability, Umbral Freeze. Removing delay from the user's actions for 1 turn, increasing the user's ice damage a large amount for 1 turn.
It is really weird because Ysael is just general ice, but this is specifically type summon.
Yeah. In
Okay,
fact,
like
even the awakening mode itself is
so like y'all have Lunar Shiva at this point, right?
Yes.
Okay, then
Wait.
Yeah, just kind of want you to cycle in through that.
Yes? Y'all, do we have Lunar Shiva? Dark Shiva? Yes. Okay, thank you. It's one of those things of like, I don't keep up with it that much.
Yeah, so just basically alternating Windmill Slam, Lunar Shiva, and Valiarmanda.
Yeah, pretty much. And as chat pointed out, the main purpose of this is because she still double casts ice abilities, and this just makes every other ice ability hit like a truck. It's for breaking rage modes. She can just lower rage mode by 2. So yeah. By the way, Tyro's other awakenings on this still. Definitely set the critical hit chance of all allies by 50%, raise their HP, attack and defense 30%, grant them haste, temporarily grant Awoken Keeper mode, and cause every third support ability used by the user to trigger a follow-up Unraveled History, increasing the crit hit damage of all allies for 1 turn. Triggers instantly. Grants unlimited use of support abilities, reduce the delay of use of support abilities by an amount based on the rank of the ability, cause support abilities used by the user to temporarily increase the crit hit chance of all allies up to 5 ranks, or 100%. It's his USB 4, but as an awakening and a little bit better.
Yeah. It basically just tacks on that crit damage 50% on the end of Chase 3 support abilities, and also like the better buff.
Yep. The attack defense 30, I also really like to say. Just more sources of attack buffs is always welcome. Man. Ultimate Symphony. 50 magic dark non-elemental to 1 target, temporarily infuse user the power of dark, temporarily grant the user Awoken Darkness mode, increase user's cap break level by 1, enter Alarm Reaper mode, reduce delay of the user's actions, and cause every second darkness ability used by the user to increase darkness attack level by 1.
Triple casting speed, and also just buff the party by 10% after using 2 dark attacks.
Yep. Just solid. Like, not much more to say about that one. Just very good DPS. Leyline Blizzaja. 20 massive magic ice attacks. 1 big one at the end. Kuja gets the quick Dark Chain. So, also very good with that. True Sentinel Grimoire is the Gwent base Grimoire. What is Dr. Mog's one called? 'Cause I thought his was also called True Sentinel. Anyway. Shark
It uses the 5-star glint that does exactly that, but it costs meter.
Okay. Sharkcast. Temporarily grant the users Empowered Fusion Fire and fill the Soulbright gauge by 1. I like this.
Yeah, pretty good.
Yeah. Whiteout. Power Infusion Ice, fill Soulbright gauge by 1. So the same thing, but yeah. Hey, if it was good over here, it's good over here too. Deal significantly more damage when attacking weakness, which, hey, it's very easy for Tyro to do that now. But yeah, DPS Tyros here. Small chance for fire abilities to trigger twice. I could have sworn this was on your dive, but I guess you get like a weird cycle quick ass on your dive. And small chance for ice abilities to trigger twice because yours is a cycle quick ass.
Papalibo does get 35% chance to double cast on dive. He just gets to double up on that.
What did I say about Tyro and Alara? They're broken. These are fucking amazing.
Yeah, they're incredible.
Outrageous. What's a dive? A record dive. I'll show that off real quick. Over here. Record spheres. So I'll pop into Alara real quick. Does Alara have a board? Alara does have a board. Neat. Record spheres. So, this is the thing that you do. You spend motes to give characters incremental bonuses on these. These are okay. They're nice with buffs to stats and buff to abilities in various ways. Then you have the Legend Dive. This is generally what we refer to as the dive at this point because it's very easy to 4-star dive a character. These can give you passives that you can equip on the character, such as chance to double cast, and also some very nice like stat buffs. And you know, Increase healing 9%. Resist the silence. There's just some very nice stuff that you can get down here. Record boards are what is more or less referred to as the 6-star dive. They use 6-star motes, and, you know, I'm trying to find it. Yeah, right here. Plus 1,000 HP on top of all the incremental pluses to HP that you'll get. Like, a really good way to show off the difference here, because I have completely dived her. Here's Quistis. See her face. 68,040 HP. Magic 281. And then, no, not selfie. Here's Renoa, who's fully dived. 10k HP. 500 base attack. Magic. That is the difference in stats that you get between two characters.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Alright. So yeah. Diving makes a character wild. And it's just a very nice way to buff characters. Anywho. I assume that he will be back quickly. Which is fine, because we can move on. So, here. Actually, I will stall for time until V Prisoner is back completely. We'll talk a little bit more about Syncs over here. The various buffing characters. Record Spheres, those are just motes. You get those from doing events. And am I going to pull on one? Hold your horses. We'll get there. We can do all the banners first. Keep all that stuff together. Record Spheres you get for doing events, multiplayer. Pretty much anything gives you motes for Record Sphere diving. Crystal Water. You can find this a couple places, but this is mainly from the Record Dungeon. And this is just a one-to-one, like say, let me open up Tyro. Let's open up Tyro. For each one of these that you put into a character, they get +1 to a stat. So, yeah. Do your waters. Get your water. I wish we could get more defensive water. That's the one that they're not giving me. I invest those.
I think they kind of figured you out.
Life water is really good. And then the final one on this list is Magia. Magia is also kind of simple. It is just, I think I'll open up Warrior of Light here. Every couple of battles that you use a character over at the level cap, they'll get a point, and you can invest the point any way you see fit. So like if I invest in the Fire Crystal, I can get fire damage boost. This goes up 0.1% per point that you put in. Or fire defense, which also goes up 0.1%. Or you can do the more important ones, which is attack plus 100, or defense plus 100, magic plus 100, resistance plus 100, or mind plus 100, or HP plus 5 for each point you put in here, I think. Anyway. They're good. Anyway, now that you're back, let's start on Banner 2.
Got it, coached.
So, Sync Soulbreak, Mithril Knife. Deal 15 physical fire non-elemental to one target. Temporarily grant user major and power infusion fire. Increase cap break by 1, and while sync mode is active, give the user 3 components that alter the effects of Supreme Synergy. So for the syncs, you're going to have to give me the attack and defend commands, as well as any other buffs, because they don't show it here.
Okay. So command, searing cooking, 6 single attacks. And then Supreme Tactics is the one that actually spends ingredients. So at 3 ingredients, it is 50% crit chance to all allies. And then at 2 ingredients, it's buff fire 10% to all allies. And 1 ingredient, it is 100% critical to all allies. And then at 0 ingredients, it's critical damage plus 50% for 2 turns to self.
Neat. Yeah, it seems like the BSB is better. And I'm going to assume both of those sync with fire ability.
Yeah, I believe they do.
Okay. Yeah, it's just BSB but better.
Oh,
But-
it's a thief, actually.
Huh. Weird. Close enough.
I'm going to be honest, my eyes were just kind of rolling in the back of my head trying to parse everything.
Yeah,
It's a lot of text.
There's a lot on there. Demon's Bane, it is it is Terra's limit. You gotta remember that these aren't realm specific, they're character specific. 4 big fire wind to 1 enemy, deals more damage depending on the amount of limit break you use, ignores resistance, and will break the cap. These are the 7-star over strikes, as it says right there. They are pretty cookie cutter. Maybe every now and then we'll find one that's weird. Awakenings. 15 physical fire, non-elemental to 1 target, temporarily infused with the power of fire, temporarily grant awoken fire mode, increase cap break by 1, enter final recipe mode. Hello! Doc with the big host. Welcome! Everybody coming over from food crimes to JPEG staring hours. For those that aren't aware, I play a phone game called Final Fantasy Record Keeper. It's a gacha game, which means you put currency into a thing and you get cool JPEGs. Our big fest is coming up, which happens 4 times a year, and I'm doing a big ass banner review of all the cool JPEGs and giving my opinions on them. For the most part, everything is good, but sometimes you get some standout ones that are really fancy. I feel like this music is like really fucking loud.
I'm helping.
Also, V-Prisoner is here because they don't give you the full amount of the information in game, so I gotta get a little bit of it out there. Anyway, where was I? User enters final recipe mode. Final recipe mode increases the damage of fire abilities any moderate amount and removes delay from fire abilities, and causes the user to take moderate damage proportional. So he takes damage, and uses...
Yeah, he takes a 25% max HP after using fire abilities, which means it wants you to sync up with Fire Assault. It's basically expecting to, shave a lot off of Fire Assault's drain in a weird way in order to make up for that 30% boosted damage.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the idea.
I can see that working. Oh, also I will say, I'm going to do a bunch of pulls after this because there's like a bunch of the fest stuff, and also I got to pull for the Holy Banner stuff. Also, I got to pull on some other banner. There's going to be a lot of currency flying around because this is what I save up for. Anyway.
Also, yeah, synergizing with his sync is super dumb because both of those are thief.
Genesis is here. I forgot Genesis was in this game.
I forgot Genesis existed.
Red Rapier. 15 physical fire, non-elemental to 1 enemy, temporarily infuse user with the power of fire, remove delay from the user's actions for 1 turn, temporarily grant awoken fire mode, and this is a brave. This is brave type, yeah. What's the brave actions?
Okay, brave actions. At 0 stacks, it is 1 single attack grants instant cast 1. At 1 stack, it is 1 overflow attack that grants buff fire 10% to the user. 2 stacks is overflow attack 20%, and at max stacks, it's 40% with an overflow hit.
Okay. So 10, 20, 40 fire self buff.
Yeah, pretty much. It also is meant to synergize with his trance, because on his legend dive he gets Vivi's version of the trance, where it's like he gets 50% double cast fire.
Alright, yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Shellbreaker. 15 range physical, water, non-elemental. So I'm noticing a thing with these banners in that for the most part they're not elemental themed like in the past. They're kind of all over the place. We put stuff on banners. Because there's fire here and then water. Like the first banner was what? Support, fire, ice, dark, ice, dark, fire, ice. I guess fire and ice. This one might be fire and water. Alright, maybe they are themed. Anywho. 15 range physical fire, non-elemental, temporarily infused using the power of water, temporarily grant Awoken Torrent mode, causes sharpshooter, thief, and dragoon abilities used by the user to trigger a follow-up sunlit strike. Depends on the ability used. Gesturing at my dictionary on the side.
Push to talk was being weird. With Sharpshooter, it is 2 single ranged attacks, grants buff water 10% to the user. And with Dragoon, it is 2 single ranged attacks, grants 1 turn of no airtime, and 30% boost to Dragoon abilities for 1 turn.
What about Thief?
Sharpshooter and Thief are the same.
Oh, okay. Taking off the airtime is actually kind of wild because if I remember right, the Water Dragoon ability is instant cast.
Yep, that's kind of the whole point.
Yeah, so
it's really great.
He can just kind of not have a charge ATB. He just kind of goes.
It's also really cool because, like, you don't need to have the combo ability is basically diving into Sharpshooter or Thief. It's very versatile in that way.
Jump directly into Light Thief.
Water without any ice.
I mean, yeah, actually.
Yeah, it is.
Water without any ice. Speaking of water without any ice, 15 physical water, non-elemental, 2/1 target, temporarily infuses the power of water, temporarily grant Awoken Water mode, increase the user's cap break by 1, and grant the user Respect Point mode. Respect Point mode reduces the delay of the user's actions and causes water abilities used by the user to increase crit chance 25% each rank. Pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah. She hit hard.
How do these skills work? Can you just... You have to equip the... Okay, so here's the thing. Nowadays, yes, you just get the weapon and they automatically unlock the abilities. Back in the day, you had to have the weapon equipped to use the ability, and then eventually they let us learn the abilities so we didn't have to have the weapon equipped, and then eventually they just went, okay, the learning process is really stupid and an antiquated thing, so what if you just automatically learn it once you get the ability? And everybody was like, thank God, finally. So, yeah. Once you pull an item from the gacha, you automatically unlock the ability to use it on the character. The weapon is also nice and gives you bonuses. Arcanes. Genesis has a fire-based one. 20 small hits, 1 big hit. Immediately into Ultras. Genesis. 15 physical fire, or 10 physical fire, non-elemental to 1 enemy. Reduce the delay of the user's actions on the next turn. Temporarily infuse user with the power of fire and set crit hit chance to 50%. Temporarily causes fire abilities used by the user to reduce the actions on their next turn. So one of those fast cycle USBs, but also has a crit hit chance buff to it, which is kind of nice.
Again, really trying to get the most out of his trance.
Yep. Pain actually gets a water chain for physical.
A gun.
Who has the other water chain for physical? Oh, Riku. Alright.
Riku.
Hey, Ten, why don't you get all the water chains? 6-star glint. I think it's a 6-star. Yeah, 6-star glints. Instantly reduce the delay of the user's actions for 1 turn. Grant double Crystarium mode, which is the ice water stacking infusion. Temporarily grant empowered infusion. User 99% of the current HP, and temporarily cause fire abilities used by the user triggering a follow-up chaser, 6-hit fire non-elemental. Epic of Creation triggers instantly and does not deplete the soul. Oh, wait, what? Oh, it's for some reason they put the Glint name in here, which they never fucking do. And that super confused me. I was like, was there a mode that I missed? Anyway, this is clearly made to do his trance.
Yeah, pop that trance. Get going.
Yep. Bring the pain. Temporarily grant the user Empowered Infusion Water and remove delay from the user's actions for 1 turn. Triggers instantly, does not deplete the soul break gauge. Ignis' Guise. Temporarily grant Empowered Infusion Fire. Remove delay from the user for 1 turn. So, cost meter. Go fast. And then a begin in watered for null, which
only 1 LMR on here.
Yeah. Hold up. I'm gonna raise this back up, and I'm gonna do something on the side because this song loop has started to wear thin on my patience. No, that's gonna get muted. That's gonna get muted. Is this alright? That's not a real one. Go to old reliable. There we go. You know you love it. It's my Grand Blue playlist. Anywho. Firewater Banner. Pretty solid. Only 1 sync on it, but Ignis' sync is really good.
Yeah.
Also, the limit breaks. I have yet to get one, so I can't give proper insight on it. But to my understanding, this whole ignore resistance aspect of it is very, very powerful. So yeah, on all, it's solid water fire banner if that's what you need. But also, if you need water, there's that other banner that's not fest that's also really fucking good. So hard to say one or the other. Anyway, moving on. The Nasty Man is here. Kusanagi. Demonic Lord. 15 physical dark. Oh, I should mention, every character that has a sync on these banners also got a hero ability. With the exclusion of Alara. Alara didn't get one. But everybody else did. Anyway, Kusanagi.
Okay.
15 physical dark non-elemental to 1 enemy, major empower infusion, sync mode, cap rate. So this has to do, does this do anything else?
Okay, Hell's Might is 6 single attacks, that's command 1, and command 2 is Selflessness, that grants 100% crit rate for 1 turn, 50% crit damage for 1 turn, and full damage cap break for 1 turn.
Dope, dope, dope. Okay. Fuck.
Sephiroth's got a lot of ways to utilize this. His Awakening was already built to utilize his USB 2, which is a full damage cap break with some boosters on top of it. You can plug that into this. That would get fucking wild.
Hey, yo, DNA, what the fuck?
Yeah. Sephiroth's broken again. Ooh.
Sorry, you said full damage cap break, and that has just destroyed me bodily.
Yeah, when I said full damage cap break, I meant like it goes up to 100,000 damage. 99999.
I know,
Oh.
I know. Like, I understand what that means, and that is the part that broke me.
I see.
Anyway, moving on. Obviously, the process for this is you cycle ability 2 into ability 1. You get the damage cap break, then use ability 1, which is the multi-hit. And have him have the 6 or 7 hit, the new one that like doesn't build meter or whatever, as his sync ability for that command 1, and yeah, alright, sure, why the fuck not. Anyway, moving on. By the way, this banner has 3 syncs. Mirage Sword. 15 physical. Wind on elemental, temporary major power, major infusion. Wind, grant sync mode, increase user's ability break, or user's cap break by 1, and cost every third sync ability used by the user to temporarily infuse the user with the power of wind. Which seems unnecessary that you major in power infusion anyway, but I guess it keeps it going.
Yeah. Okay, so Command 1, Blowing Winds. 6 single attacks that scale in multiplier depending on uses. And Command 2, Still Winds. 1 single attack grants Quick Cast 2 and Dual Cast Spellblade 1 to the user, because Bart just can't get enough of multicasts.
What if you use your Spellblade 6 times? Also, I was informed by chat why he has that in element on that. It is to counteract the de-infusions that 6-star match sites have. So yeah, alright, Command 2, get a stack double cast, do it into Command 1. Yeah, that's fair. As they both, I don't know what his is, but Bart's got a hero ability that is 5 hits the crystal elements. Sephiroth probably got like a really fucked up hero ability that hits like 5 billion times, and you should probably use that with his Command 1.
It hits 6 times.
6 times and can't miss. You can't miss! So yeah, there you go. Good enough. Rem. 15 white magic, holy dark, non-elemental, temporarily grant the user major infusion holy, and reduce the ATB charge time for the user. Give me them abilities.
Okay. Command 1 is 6 single attacks, and Command 2 is 3 single attacks, grants high quick cast 1 to the user.
Alright, yeah.
I'm guessing ATB charge speed is already doing enough.
Yeah, so you do Command 2, and then she goes fast, and you do Command 1, and yeah, alright. Yep, big damage. I don't know if she got a character ability. You know what I should do? Is we should just show those off real quick. That's not the right menu at all. Well, we're going to be here for like 2 seconds. What does Syncs do? So what Syncs do is you cast the ability. It usually has like a number of hits and does a major in element, which in elementing increases your damage for specific elements. And then replaces your attack and defend command with 2 new abilities linked to those commands, or linked to that soul break. That if you are synergizing the correct ability in your 1 and 2 slot, respectively to the attack and defend command, it will do the attack or defend command and then do that ability as well.
Yes. So let's say you have a sync that needs black magic spells. If you put a black magic spell that is correct in slot 1 of your abilities, and then use the attack command with this sync up, then you use the sync command, and then it immediately follows up with the ability in that slot.
Okay, so just looking through these real quick. Crystal Shimmer is 5 crystal element hits. Heartless Angel is 6 physical dark that can't miss. Artemis Arrow is 7 magic ice long delay cast. Sage Fire is 4 physical. This is Ignis. Ignis also has 1. 4 physical fire to the enemy. Temporarily raise user's fire attack level by 1 every second time this is used. Reduce delay before hitting. Rem has Siphon Sphere, 6 white magic, holy, and restore 1 ability used with the fewest uses every second time it's used. Neat. Yeah, as we said, Judgment Grimoire is 3 prismatic hits that fills the soul break meter. Cecil also got Mind rivalry, so that he can be a caster. And yeah, Yuna, aside from those, Yuna, Kuja, Papalymo, and Ysayle all got record boards. Just not abilities.
Nice.
They're on ramp. So yeah, go fast. Anyway, Hyperion. 15 physical holy, non-elemental to 1 enemy. Power Infusion Holy, enter Vulcan Holy mode, increase cap rate by 1, reduce delay of user's actions, and cause every second holy ability to trigger a follow-up. Graceful Influence, temporarily infusing the user with the power of Holy Light and temporarily raising the user's holy attack level by 1. So, she, unlike most of these, empower infusions for her awakening, and then can further infuse every second ability. I don't think there
Lightning was all... She pivoted into Holy for a bit.
Yep.
She had that whole Etro's Knight thing in 13.2.
Mm-hmm. One moment. Seem to be having some Discord goofiness occurring. I'm just going to switch the server real quick. Hello.
Yeah.
Alright. Dragonheart.
Good.
Yeah. 15 physical fire, non-elemental to 1 enemy. Temporarily infuse uses the power of fire, Vulcan fire mode. Reduce delay the user's action. Raise the user's fire attack level by 3 on top of that. And trigger a follow-up ability, Fated Burn, when the fire mode ends, which I'm going to assume is a single target overstrike fire hit.
10 single attacks followed by 1 overflow hit.
Even better, you love to see it. And then Ward Robes. This is a US or Awakening? This is Awakening, okay, yeah. Instantly grant all allies Regenga, Protect, Shell, Haste, reduce the delay of their actions for 2 turns, and enter Dual Job mode, which I don't know what that does.
Dual Job mode is White Magic and Dancer ability Awakening that grants up to 2,000, up to 3,000 HP stock to all allies when using White Magic and Dancer abilities.
Oh, okay, so it's that good stock HP one. Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bear in mind, it is a double cast White Magic and Dancer abilities, not they go fast.
Neat. Yuna gets the quick chain for Holy. Holy Caster specifically, because it's Magic Mind buff. Arcane Overstrike for Lightning, 20 small, 1 big holy hit. Ultras. Instantly, for Lena, instantly restore a large amount of HP to all allies. Grant them Regenga, reduce the delay of their actions for 2 turns, and enter a Brave mode. What is the Brave action? And just give me the top level, that's really all I care about.
Yeah. Top level is a Cura to the party that grants Last Stand.
Neat. Yeah. Hell yeah. Love those Last Stand Braves. Moving on to Glints. Sephiroth gets a Empower Infusion Dark and remove the delay of his actions. Rem gets the good shit with Last Stand to all allies and remove the delay from her actions for 1 turn. Lightning gets an Empower Infusion Holy and remove delay for 1 turn. Bartz gets Empower Infusion Wind and fill 1 bar. Also very nice. And finally, Squall gets an Empower Fire and remove delay for 1 turn. So,
this banner's pretty damn strong.
it is also 3 elements. So it's a very strong banner, but do not go into this banner attempting to get buffs for a specific element. Just go into it going, hey, there's a lot of good stuff on this, and be happy with whatever you walk away from. Also, yes, this banner has no 5-star relics. This is all 6 stars. Well, 6 or 7s. Lightning's Holy Tech is pretty good on this, but I say, I don't know, Rem's there too. I was going to say maybe like Holy's the weakest on this banner, but Rem's there too. I think everything's actually pretty equally powerful, with Dark kind of edging out because holy shit, Sephiroth's Sync is kind of busted.
Yeah.
So yeah, On a whole, Banner 3. Really strong, 3 sinks. You have a high chance of hitting a sink on this one.
I do appreciate them giving Bartz a glint that gives him extra meter because he has a shit zillion soul breaks.
He just always is using his soul breaks. Anyway. Sephiric Wing. Transcendent Arrow. 15 magic ice, non-elemental to one enemy. Major empowered infusion ice. And enter sync mode.
Okay, Command 1 is Etro Shot, 6 single attacks, grants instant ATB for 1 turn, and instant cast 1 to the user if the user has Goddess Sniper, and removes Goddess Sniper from the user. And Command 2, Etro's Herald, gives Goddess Sniper to the user and also just like planks him for 1 hit.
Okay, so it's a single hit on ability 2, but gives her the buff, and then Command 2 wants the buff to be used. So you want to be swapping back and forth between the two.
Yeah, it's kind of like Lightning Sync.
Yeah. And she does have a hero ability now, so she's probably going to be using Chain, Blizzaja, and her hero ability, which has long cast time. There you go. The hero ability goes on Command 1. Chain Blizzaja goes on ability 2. Perfect. Limit Overstrike. 4 massive physical attacks with a 100% crit rate chance, or 4 white magic holy attacks. Deals more damage, more break, consume and ignores defense and resistance, breaks the cap attack defense. Okay, so the big thing here is that crit chance. Though, I think this is the first limit that we are seeing that is physical, so all physical ones might have that crit chance on it. But if not, Cecil's is kind of busted. Cecil's is already kind of busted because it goes against... It has multi-use.
Yeah, it's versatile.
Yeah. Sync. Why the separation?
Because they have no limit.
Originally this had Sarah's stuff from the Summer banner on it, but they moved that so Renoa gets to be on the banner. So all of Renoa's stuff was Summer Sarah stuff. Anyway, that means the banner was better because, hey, there's 2 sinks on this banner now. 15 magic ice, non-elemental to 1 target. Temporarily grant the user major and power fusion ice. Cap break level 1. Cause every third ability used by the user triggering follow-up. Ice Age, dealing magic ice, non-elemental to 1 target. Ice Age breaks the damage cap. Give me them abilities.
Command 1, True Spell Chill Frost, 6 single attacks. Command 2, True Spell Ice Fury, 3 single attacks, grants 30% boost to ice damage for 3 turns to the user.
Neat. Not much more to say about that. It is a pretty standard one. You want a lighter ability on the Command 2 to get that ice buff. And then, excuse me, Command 1 has the your hard hitting. Drop probably Chain Blizzaja. Why is this taking so long to start up the next song each time? Anyway. Compulsions. Temporarily raise magic and mind of all allies 60%. Grant them haste. Reduce the delay of magic attacks for 2 turns. Temporarily increase the damage of their magic attacks for 30%. And grant Awoken Fortune Teller mode, which... Give me what that is, because I have no idea.
That is... Dancer and Bard don't consume uses triple casting speed for Dancer and Bard at rank 5. Casts Lucky Moogle Dance after using a Dancer Bard, which is randomly grants HP stock 1500 or HP stock 3000 and Smart Ether, and those are all 50% chances. Compulsions is really fucking good for Magic teams.
Yeah. HP stock, like if it was just a 15%, this would be good, but having that chance for double the HP stock and also... I don't even remember what the second buff was, but I remember it was good.
Yeah, Smart Ether.
Smart Ether, there we go. Yeah. That's busted. I don't have much more to say about that other than, wow, that's good. Wow. That's good. Oboro. 15 range, physical, earth, non-elemental, 2/1 enemy. Grant all allies magic barrier, enabling them to evade 1 physical attack and temporarily infuse use with the power of earth. temporarily grant the user Awoken Primordial mode, and cause every third Earth ability used by the user to trigger a follow-up ability, Heaven and Earth. I think this is probably the stacking chaser on mirror images, but give me what Awoken Primordial mode is in case it's something weird.
Sorry. Awoken Primordial is instant cast for Earth abilities instead of double cast. And Heaven and Earth is it's Mug Earth. Imperil Earth 10%, Buff Earth 10% to the user.
Oh, okay, neat. That's fine for the most part. That can work. I'm always hesitant on Ninja Awakenings that don't have the double cast because I like the double cast being there in order to get the better stacks of the
yeah, like
stuff.
It's not taking care of stacks as well as other Ninja tech would.
And yes, the other reason they did this is so it stacks with her other awakening, but then you need enough bars to cast 2 soul breaks, and that's I feel like that slows down some teams. Or not, if you're playing well enough, but you know. I'm bad at this game, so I base it on my own opinions. Anyway, moving on. Elder Staff is 15 Magic Earth Non-Elemental to 1 target. Temporarily fuse used with the power of Earth. Temporarily grant Awoken Earth mode. Enter Unsealed Earth mode, reducing delay of the user's Earth abilities and increasing the amount Earth abilities charge the Soul Break meter. So, double cast Earth on Awakening and build gauge.
Yeah, really good for his chain because he was one of those who got the fast Earth chains.
Right.
Also good.
No, go ahead.
Also really good to build into his USB, which will kill him at the end, but also makes him go really fast and hard. It's a good combo, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. I was just going to say, that's right, he has the quick chain. 15 Magic Ice, Non-Elemental to 1 enemy. Temporarily fuse users with the power of Ice. Temporarily grant Awoken Ice mode. Cause every third ice ability used by the user to trigger Ice Apocalypse, dealing magic, ice, non-elemental, breaks the damage cap. Simple, damage, with an overstrike at the end. Very basic, but good.
Yep.
Whoa. Leviathan, why do you get to be like double the volume? Moving into Ultras, we have Gribbleshins, instantly grant Regenga, Last Stand, and a barrier that reduces damage 75%. Very just basic, but also like Last Stand, Regenga, and a barrier for 1 hit is good.
Crimbleshins is going to yell your party into hyperpower.
Speaking of Tel's Chain's here.
Tel's Chain's here.
He has a quick Earth Magic Chain, so yeah, it's good. Witch Tiara is instantly deal 6 Magic Ice and Empowered Infusion Ice. Crystal Megaphone is instantly Defense Resistance Crush and remove delay from the user's actions. This is so useful.
It actually slots him into multiple Magicite teams, yeah.
You just put him on any Magicite team. Half of them, it'll counter their weird dumb buff they do. The other one, it just makes you do more damage. Like, holy shit. At worst, you do more damage. At best, you cancel out their buffs.
Also, Kate Sith, like Crimbleshins does have a variety of physical boosting soul breaks as well, so he can slot into either of those team compositions.
You don't have to do the bit if you don't want to. Or if it's... you don't have to correct yourself for the bit.
That was my brain auto-correcting, I'm sorry.
Anyway. Tella gets a gets a Empowered Infusion Earth and remove delay. Sarah gets Empowered Infusion Ice, remove delay for a turn. Super Bowl. Alright. Instantly reduce the delay of the user's actions for 1 turn. Enter Linked Materia mode, which is an empowered infusion stacking for water and earth abilities. Very nice. Very, 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 very good. This can do so much work. On the whole, it's a water earth banner, and there is some really solid water and earth tech on here. The one downside, or ice earth, sorry, her fucking glint just sideways me really hard. Ice earth banner. The one downside I will say about this banner is that there is no ice earth sync on it. There's 2 ice sinks, but no earth. Also, I guess Paladin Cecil's here.
Yeah, it's a bit weird.
But yeah, any of the Crumble Shins items on this banner are absolutely fantastic. I really like the quick lints, or the quick chains. I really hope I start getting some of these quick chains, because they're really nice. But yeah, on the whole, it's another banner that I just really like. I look at it and I go, yeah, that's a nice banner. Still think Banner 3 is the strongest of them all, but this one might be 3rd place. I don't know. This is the best DPS banner, this is the best support banner, and then this is like the 2nd best DPS banner. And this is the 2nd best support banner. And let's look at Banner 5. The other one. Femme Fatale. 15 range physical. Lightning. Non-elemental. Major Empowered Fusion. Lightning. Remove ATB charge time once for the caster. Give me them the commands.
Command 1, Lightning Fall. 5 to 10 single attacks if the user has Lightning Garb 0 or 1. Grants instant ATB for 1 turn to the user if the user has max stacks of Lightning Garb, and then set them to 0. Lightning Howl is 3 single attacks, grants Lightning Garb to the user. So it's supposed to be alternating back and forth, much like Sarah's, except also Lightning has celerity abilities, particularly ones that remove cast time.
Well, that's weird.
What?
I said, wow, that's weird. What if she just, what if there was like this weird bar underneath the lightning that just doesn't do anything?
Mash that motherfucking ability button.
Anyway, yeah, no, lightning can just shit out damage because she goes wildly too fast. Anywho, moving on, we have Lunafreya's. So this is the weird thing about this banner. We had. Okay, let's just go through them real quick again. Fire Ice, Fire Wind, Fire Wind Water, I guess. No, Fire Water. So, Fire Ice, Fire Water, Dark Wind, Holy, Ice Earth, and then all the rest of them are here. But we'll get more to that. Summon 15 summon Magic Water Holy Non-Elemental Major Infusion Water Cap Break 1.
Okay, Command 1 is 6 single attacks that grant High Quick Cast 1 to the user. And Command 2 is a Curaja with Smart Ether 1 to the user.
What are those abilities linked with?
Let's see. Command 2 is White Magic, Command 1 is Summon.
And you're sure that that's what they link with and not what they're labeled?
Let's see here. School Summoning, School White Magic. Yeah, that's what they are.
Alright. I'm gonna have to believe it. Mainly due to, that's just how we are right now.
That's just how it be sometimes.
That's how it be on this bitch of an earth. Anyway, Yeah. It's that Luna Freya thing, like, where she's weird, like, multifaceted. But, like, when I say that in a weird, multifaceted way, it's a weird, multifaceted way that doesn't synergize well. You just get a sync that is like, this command is summoning, and this command is healing. And they don't synergize that well. It's two aspects of her build just slamming into each other.
Yeah, like they don't pull hard enough in either direction.
Exactly. That's the only really bad thing I can say about this. Otherwise, it's perfectly fine water damage, and hey, the heal's fine. By the way, new Grand Blue Fantasy event started up. We got our first summer event, and it's apparently good. I haven't actually read through it yet.
No, it's really good.
Bringing that up for no particular reason. Noctis, fire. 15 physical fire, not elemental. Reduce delay of use actions for one turn, temporarily grant major immunity to fire, and enter Phantom Flame mode. Give me the information.
Okay, let's see. Command 1, Glide Flame. 6 single attacks at Phantom Flame stacks up to 3. Grants instant ATB for 1 turn if the user has at least 1 Phantom Flame stack. When you use Glide Flame, you decrease the Phantom Flame level by 1. When you use Command 2, which is Tricky Flame, you increase it by 1. Tricky Flame is 3 single attacks, grants high quick fast 1 to the user. So you're just basically mashing Command 2 a bunch until you got enough build for Command 1.
Now, does it stack over 1 or does it only stack to 1?
It stacks up to 3.
Okay, neat. Yeah, so you use Command 3 a bunch and then Command 1. Yeah, alright. Sorry, I can't. I kind of zoned out for half of your explanation just because of the song that's playing right now. It's, look. I really like the Soya song.
Newbie, I'm immune to this power.
And I'm really happy that they put it in the fighting game, but I'm really upset that there's no vocal track.
It's kind of what makes it.
Like, hold up real quick. Nope, this is just an extension. Hold up. I gotta find the fighting game version now. Hold up. I should just search. Grand Blue Fantasy versus Sorit's theme. There we go. Okay. Anyway. Trident of the Oracle. Instantly restore a very large amount of HP to all allies, raise any KO'd allies, and restore a very large amount of their HP, and grant Last Stand and haste to all allies. Temporarily grant the user Awoken God mode, Awoken Water God, and increase cap break level by 1. And reduce the delay of the user's actions.
Okay,
do we want her to be DPS? Or do we want her to be healer? DPS? Healer. DPS? Healer. We're really just not sure what we want to do.
In the defense of the Awakening, it has a better handle on that situation than the Sync.
I suppose.
Because that's actually a Medica, as opposed to a single heal.
Mm-hmm. It's double cast water. It's probably double cast water with a healing chaser.
Yep.
Which, yeah, alright, it's fine. Anyway, moving on. Mirage Sword. 15 physical dark non-elemental to 1 enemy. Temporarily fuse uses the power of dark. Set crit hit chance to 100% and temporarily grant Awoken Heavy mode. Increase cap break by 2, which that is probably whenever they gain a heavy charge, it goes up by 2 instead of 1, and just, you know, the boost based off rank, all that good shit that
well, specifically it's get a stack of heavy charge after using any heavy ability.
Which I guess does mean that you can just cycle into moves and not have to do a charge.
Yeah.
That's fine. Rude Cloud, he's here. Combined with his USB 1, yes, you would get some really good damage. I never okay. It is always worth mentioning, if you combine this with this other ability that you have to get from the gacha, it works really well. But I hate referencing that because it does have the qualifier of, get this other thing from the gacha. Or, I guess, the lenses exists now. Correct. Iris. Instantly restores a very large amount of HP to all... I'm sorry, guys. I've been fucking looking at JPGs for like 2 hours now. So my mind is actually starting to go a little bit. So I'm starting to make mistakes. I apologize. Instantly restore a very large amount of HP to all allies. Raise all KO'd allies. Restore a very large amount of their HP. Reduce the delay of all allies' physical attacks for 3 turns. And grant Last Stand and Haste. Temporarily grant the user Awoken Support Mode.
Okay, Woken Support Mode is White Magic and Monk abilities. They grant a 10% up to 40% damage reduction barrier for 1 turn to all allies after using a White Magic or Monk ability.
Alright, so some passive healing off White Magic or Monk if you want to go Monk path for Chakra.
It's honestly a good chaser for the entry because the entry is like high quick cast 3.
Mm-hmm. I guess, yeah, on that regard. If it's physical high quick cast to all allies, you can actually use it to do something for a couple of turns. So, there is that. Platinum Rod. Instantly restore a very large amount of HP to all allies. Raise any KO'd allies and restore their HP. Grant all allies double blink 1. Grant them haste. Remove delay from their actions for 1 turn. And temporarily grant the user Awaken Automaton mode.
Awoken Automaton mode is White Magic and Monk abilities. Triple cast their casting speed. Grants all allies up to HP stock 3000 after using White Magic or Monk abilities.
Ah, so it's that 3k HP shield chaser for White Magic. Alright.
You always love to see it.
They're really good. So that makes this a very solid awakening. Ultras. Holy shit. How are we only at the Ultras? 10 magic summon, water, holy, non-elemental, restore 2 summon abilities. Uses to 1 of the user's summon abilities. Temporarily infuse user with power of water. Temporarily cause summon abilities used by the... hold up, I lost my place completely. Temporarily cause summon abilities used by the user to reduce the delay of the user's actions and all allies in the same row for 1 turn. Cause every second summon ability to trigger a follow-up Tsunami 15, which is...
It's 10 single attacks. It's a speed combo with a good chaser. And a smart ether.
You'll see it. Flanked Mace. Temporary lower hold resistance of all enemies by 2. Restore a large amount of HP to all allies. Temporarily cause white magic abilities used by the user to reduce the delay of the user and all allies in the same row. Right next turn, cause every second white magic ability used by the user. Trigger a follow-up glimpse of divinity. Triggers instantly.
It's really good. It's a really good imperil for healing. Like, it just both makes everybody in the same row go fast and also keeps piling on the Imperil Holies.
What's Glimpse of Divinity?
Glimpse of Divinity is Imperil 10% after 2 white magic abilities are used.
Oh, okay, so it's a further Imperil on top of the entrance Imperil.
Yes.
Alright, yeah. Great on holy teams. Yeah. I don't have anything like this, like the passive Imperil shit. I don't have any soul breaks. Like, mine are always on DPS or, like, Machinists. I want one of these.
Yeah, like, I really like seeing this on something that can just easily be brought to either type of team.
Instant restore a large amount of HP to all allies, grant them Regenga, and reduce delay of physical attackers for 3 turns. So Awara USB, but for physical.
Yep.
Bonus effect. I love this right here. Bonus effect, add Soul Break. What doesn't? Deal 10 physical wind non-elemental to one target. Temporarily infuse the user with the power of wind. Temporarily cause wind abilities used by the user to delay. Reduce the delay of physical actions of all allies in the front row. Cause wind abilities used by the user to trigger a follow-up swirling storm, dealing 6 physical wind. So, speed glint.
Speed combo.
The chaser.
Yep.
Lazy Mirage. Genova Soul Power. Power Infusion Dark. And remove delay for 1 turn. Iris gets that healer, protect shell, haste, and Zack gets Empowered Fusion Wind and remove delay for 1 turn, but it's a real glint, not a fake glint. All in all, seems to be wind and lightning, but also Lunafreya is here. Also, it's wind, lightning, water, fire. Dark. Old stuff. Old stuff is here. Because nothing on Banner 5 is new. Banner 5 is all returning items. Yeah, on the whole, I'll probably rank this one lowest. Just barely. Mainly because Femme Fatale is here. Just barely lowest, but, you know, best DPS.
Lightning Sync is there. There's a lot of good healing tech on it, but otherwise it's just really scattershot and just kind of tugging my collar at Lunafreya's whole thing.
Yeah, just going down to things. You have best support, second best support, best DPS, second best DPS, worst DPS, but just because it's old and not actually specifically a DPS banner, there's a bunch of support on here too. But also this one's a DPS support mix as well, and the support on here is really good. But yeah, there's your banner review of everything. Probably 1 and 3 if you are limited on Mithril or your best pools for your money, mattering on what you have, but these are all mainly new items. 2 and 4 might interest you, but mattering on the elements on them. And I really don't think anybody should drop Mithril on 5. I probably will because I don't have anything on here. But 5 exists and is there. Anywho, well, I said a lot of words, so time for me to not say a lot of words and just to stare at JPEGs and go, ooh, as things come my way. And we're going to do this in least to most. Hey, I did Holy Banner today, if you can remember, 2 hours ago. So I'm going to pull on the Holy Banner. Let's start with this one. Oh boy, it never gets easier doing the banner reviews. I just want to point that out. It is definitely not the same extent that I think Ty and Doc had with ranking of colors, but it definitely feels like it. Of like, all I did was talk and look at JPEGs for 2 hours, and I'm really tired.
Hey, Sam. It kind of grates on you after a while.
It's just, I don't mind doing them weekly when we just have to do like 2 banners, but when we have to do like 7, 8 today, like we might have gone through those fest banners faster than normal, but that's because we did 3 banners before it. Sword.
Bosh.
Do I have enough banner space, or inventory space? Yes, I specifically made sure I had enough. Also, it's not.
Oh, damn.
That's holy, baby. Look at that. You see that? That's holy.
Okay, yeah, that's holy.
That's holy. Hey,
I think what also just kind of makes it more draining is that we've given a lot of these speeches before when it comes to soul break descriptions and interactions, and a lot of this shit is cookie cutter anyway.
Oh god. Yeah. Also, I just wanted to take a look. It's in the book. See if I finally, on the release, I did not. Maybe I did? Hold up. What's this? Dr. Mog. Okay, I've yet to get an investment, a return on investment on, what's his face? On, Wedge. But I finally got my return on investment on Biggs and had gotten my return on investment on Dr. Mog. So, slowly but surely, on that release of Biggs, Dr. Mog, and Wedge banner that I pulled on like twice, where all I got were glints, I'm slowly getting revenge. Also, it is worth showing this off. I pulled on only one of the lucky banners, and it was the Awakening one. I got 2 Awakenings. I got Dorgans, which is neat, and that's what we just got. I got Go-Go's, which is the Brave Glint one.
Ooh, yeah.
Or the Brave Mine one.
I remember being really impressed by that Awakening.
Yeah. It's a party-wide buff. Reduce the delay of the user's actions, grant haste, and Brave at 3 is instant mine 3 times.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. Okay. Slowly ramp up to the biggies. So I'm gonna do one of these now, and then whenever I do the fest thing, the big fest stream, I'll do the rest of those pools then. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Bone mail. Bone mail, though. That's a dupe. I think. I have no idea what that is.
Looks like an Aranio thing.
Oh, yeah, okay, motherfucker. Who's that for? Is that Gilgamesh? That one might be Gilgamesh.
That looks like it.
That's Gregamesh right there. Oh, baby, you'll love to see all news. Alright, so this is Rex. Yes, okay, that's Rex passive.
Oh, fuck, that Cypher's really shitty USB.
It's fine, I have his Awakening. I don't give a shit. That's 10 attack. 2 Realm Chain, okay. Gordon's a trained professional. Ooh, Vayne Glint. Okay, I like that. I use Vayne as a support for my team. And then, yeah, Gilgamesh. Oh, that's Gilgamesh Arcane. Which is fine. I use him as a chain user, and just being able to end with that is also really solid. On a whole, no Awakenings or Sinks or anything like that, but just solid stuff across the board. Also, you might not be able to get Sinks on this? Yeah, you can't get Sinks. Sinks on that. This one will be last, for now. The first, I give the $1 to DNA. Here you go. I appreciate your game.
It's time.
I'm not looking. Gonna send the energy into
Hadouken! Oh, that takes a lot out of you.
It really does. Ugh. About halfway through this stream, I started getting like really sore from the workout I did right before the stream. Like my stomach muscles are super fucking sore right now. Ow. That means it's working though. I don't like these sounds.
Oh! Dr. Mog! Dr. Mog, get in here, you fuck! Yeah. Word.
Dope. What if Alara was better?
I think Alara's better now.
Well, I'm done with Banner 1. You don't push your luck on that. This one's the biggie. I also don't think this can have sinks on it. Yeah, no sinks. So that's somebody from Type 0. That's Sephiroth?
That's Sephiroth BSB 1.
I have no clue. Some bard.
Ultimecia.
Oh. Rem. Realm, not Rem. I got nothing.
Nope.
Something for Edward.
I guess. That's Larsa's LMR. Thing for Rudy, I guess.
Sarah.
Literally anything for Sarah.
Cecil.
Do you have his USB 3? Because that's his USB 3.
Yes.
Dang.
You hate to see it. Why would I use this more?
Yeah, it's actually pretty good.
It's really good. An element for Krill. You take those. I use Krill enough in videos, and now I have an element for her. Small chance to grand barrier. To single.
Small chance to put Astra on your single target heals.
Eh. That exists. Yeah, it was Edward's LMR. Double cast white magic on Arya. You love to see it.
Not bad.
Significant more monk damage for Yang. Okay. Ultimecia starting winded. Look, you roll the dice.
I know, I still love it.
Yeah,
also, Ace's burst is actually pretty good for a burst.
Yeah, instant physical evade on everyone.
Command 1 has multipliers comparable to almost Meltdown and reduced delay on its cast time, so not bad.
Oh. It's free. You don't argue with free.
Yeah.
And with that, I think we're done. Oh shit, right, fuck, balls, the realm countdown. Holy shit, I completely fucking forgot about the Lock of the Realms. Holy shit, thank you for somebody saying in the chat. Alright, well, I was supposed to start with this, but we're gonna do it now. Look, it's been...
Real talk, I thought you were going to leave that for Fest.
No.
Okay.
It's been 3 hours.
It certainly has.
Realm Chain. Not bad. Oops, don't hit the back button, right. Back button is the bad button.
Yeah, Realm Chain on in, instant cast 3 plus haste, Dive Haver.
Alright, you'll love to see it. Alright.
That's a gaff.
Right, this is tactics. It sure is a gaff. Wait, did they fuck this up and you don't go back to the... There's no way to go back to the whole realm thing? Or am I just hitting the wrong buttons? Alright, we're gonna have to think about this after the next one.
Something for Ignis.
Hey, I'll take it.
Yeah. Pretty good.
Okay. Back? No. Okay, so they fucked this up and you get kicked out now.
Cool.
Alright, here's the big one.
I gave you a hit.
That's a dupe, actually.
Ah, well.
Maybe. Yeah, it's dupe. Yep. All buttons send you back.
I remember a couple of years ago where that actually made my entire fest.
Look, I'm bad at making artifacts because I don't need them to clear half the content I do. I'll probably start making realm ones.
Hello, Nabat.
I love Nabat character from Final Fantasy X, the video game. That's a character that exists, I say.
Did you know that you could get DLC and recruit Jill Nabat, character from Final Fantasy 13?
My dude, I think I have like 100 artifact redeemable things.
I think that's a Vaughn relic.
Who the fuck is Nabat? Nobody answer that question. Nobody answer that. Like, this isn't a being rude to you specifically, Hungry Ghost, but somebody asking who the fuck is Nabat is exactly the answer that, like, yes, that is exactly it, period. Who the fuck is Nabat? Yes, correct.
Who the fuck is Nabat gives me strength in life.
Hi, Zed.
Okay.
Look, there's two types of swords from this realm. Ones that look like they go to a paladin, one that look like they go to a dark knight. And ones that are katanas. Hey, if I pull new shit for this, like, I'm always satisfied.
Yeah.
Dupes are really the only thing that make me go, ah. Alright, who's this to?
Riku.
Damn.
I can tell that that's a Riku shield because of the edges, you see.
Ah.
You would think that's a Blitzball. You'd be wrong.
Fucking... Andy has one joke associated with this game, and it comes up so fucking often in that in Ty's Discord in the Gacha game chat, nobody has talked about Record Keeper for maybe 2 years, and then Andy just posts his Luck of the Realm draw for 10, where he got like Titus's Awakening and just goes, "I pulled Titus's balls." And that is the only joke that he has for Record Keeper, and he tells it every time, and every time I go, like, it always gets a chuckle out of me every fucking time.
It's extremely got that "Are you winning, son?" energy.
Yeah, good boy. Amaranth's here.
Okay. I'll take an Amaranth.
The weird best character in 9 that nobody talks about. Amaranth. Okay, you can get syncs from this. Neat. I wasn't sure. I mean, that's just man with a machine gun. That's in base 8.
Did you get another Renoa relic that you don't have?
Maybe.
If I'm right, I'm gonna shit.
Nope. Cypher dupe.
Okay, well.
Why does it kick you out? They never, like, none of the other ones of these did this.
Like a lot of...
Oh, and here's this idiot realm for idiots.
Yeah, okay. Tifa's USB 2 had a weird one.
Yeah. I'm messing. Every Final Fantasy is equally the best and the worst. I still have to play the 7 remake. It's really good.
Yeah, it is.
Go.
Okay.
Gal. Glenn. Still, maybe the second item I've ever gotten for Gal.
Oh.
The other thing I have is shiny thing. Alright. Real shit. Here we go. Damn. Maybe I'll get ZSAT's LMR.
Part shield number 5. Up, Tiger Mask for Galoof. That's a 3-turn reduction.
Yep.
Alright, it's time for Sun.
Sun. Can I sun again? Can I sun? Sun. Sun. Sun.
Sun.
Sun.
Sun.
Sun.
Sun.
Sun.
Sun.
Sun.
Sun.
Sun.
Sun.
Sun.
Sun.
Sun.
Sun. Sun.
Sun. Might not be a sun. I'm not feeling the sun now. As soon as the 5 came out, I wasn't feeling the sun. Though. Wait a minute. I think that's Theodore, actually.
That's Peaceful.
Oh, that's Peaceful. Okay. Yeah, alright. Yeah, sure. That's a good piece of armor, actually. Minor, Dark, and Holy.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was going to be Other Sun for what it's worth. Like actual Peaceful Sun. But no, it's just Peaceful.
What about Good Boy, though?
What about Good Boy?
What about Other Sun? Original Sun. What about Original Sun?
What about Original Sun? He's here.
Boy Good? Boy Good. I don't even know what I want from 2 anymore. It's always Fury on tech, but...
I mean, you did get Gordon's chain, so...
I didn't get Gordon's chain. Maybe something else for Gordon. Maybe a glint for Gordon. Does Gordon have a 6-star glint? Does Gordon have a 6-star glint? This is probably Hilda. Yep. That's the Hilda healer glint. Which is also good.
Yeah, like, you're getting the solid tech.
Yeah. Alright, now do I get Warrior of Light shit that I don't have, and for some reason just have this really nearly complete Warrior of Light? Okay, it's possible. Son of Light. No, Sarah though. A distant prelude. Finally, I have a good heal on Sarah.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna show it. No, wait, actually, he's right there. Like, I did fall off at a point, but for a very long time, I had, like, almost everything for the Warrior of Light, outside of, you know, these. Once we start getting, like, a lot of 6-star tech. Now, who Sarah is, I can extremely understand. Sarah's just the princess from, 1. It's kind of wild how many things that Sarah has. Actually, this was fine. But, it's not this. It's not instant heal and Regenga, although this is the one that I always have to fucking use at the start of the fight. What that awakening, though. Anywho. Now I'm done. Oh boy.
Your Lara's so stupid.
My Lara's so good. Ooh, excuse me, I had a big yawn coming up out of nowhere.
Can't imagine what you've been doing for the last 5,000 hours.
I did the Holy Banner. But anyway. Hey, we're bringing it out. I hope this banner review was informative to you. I'm gonna end this YouTube video.